When you talk of a lost civilization, how did it become lost? What happened that took it away, that obliterated it from human memory? I explored the Olmec mystery in considerable depth.
Can you just imagine what other mysteries lie in await of human discovery with all the untouched areas of the world?
Thick jungles cloak a long-lost secret. Beneath Guatemala's dense canopy, an ancient city has emerged, so vast, so advanced, it's reshaping everything we know about the Maya. But centuries before them, another civilization thrived, the Olmec, the mysterious rubber people who set the stage for Mesoamerican greatness.
This is part of a curious mystery that is not unconnected to the genetic mystery.
Now these two lost worlds, separated by time but bound by ingenuity, are rewriting history. What hidden truths lie within their ruins? And how did their legacies shape the civilizations that followed? Let's find out. While the Maya and Aztec left towering pyramids and sprawling cities, the Olmec are remembered for something far stranger. Massive stone heads, carved with a level of precision that defies explanation. These colossal sculptures, some weighing as much as 40 tons, have sparked endless debate. Who were the Olmec? How did they move these immense stones without modern tools? And what happened to them?
What do we think those helmets were that they were wearing?
Nobody knows, because no physical example of such a helmet has ever been found, just like no physical example of an Egyptian pharaoh's crown has ever been found.
The first hint of their existence came in 1862, when a colossal stone head was unearthed near Tres Zapotes, Veracruz. José Melgari Serrano, a Mexican archaeologist, was the first to document the find, and what he saw left him stunned. The face carved into the stone bore features he described as Ethiopian, sparking theories that the Olmec were connected to Africa or even civilizations beyond Earth. At the time, no one knew who had created the sculpture or why. It stood over 6 feet tall, its origins lost to time. For decades, the head remained an anomaly, an out-of-place artifact with no known culture to connect it to. But in the early 20th century, more discoveries changed everything. Archaeologists Franz Blum and Matthew Sterling led excavations that uncovered entire Olmec cities, revealing a civilization older and more advanced than anyone had imagined. Sites like San Lorenzo, La Venta, and Tres Zapotes proved that the Olmec were not only real, but had once dominated Mesoamerica long before the Maya and Aztec rose to power. But it was the colossal heads that remained the most striking. Ranging from 5 to 10 feet tall and carved from solid basalt, these sculptures had to be transported from quarries over 60 miles away. The Olmec had no wheels, no draft animals, yet somehow they moved stones heavier than 10 African elephants combined. Some believe they rolled them on logs, others suggest they floated them down rivers. But no definitive answer has been found, making the Olmec's engineering abilities all the more astonishing. The heads themselves raise even more questions. Each one is unique, with detailed facial features, strong jawlines, and helmet-like headdresses. Were they rulers, warriors, gods? No one knows for sure, but their expressions suggest real individuals, immortalized in stone. Some theorists speculate they were athletes, connected to the famous Mesoamerican ball game that later civilizations played. Others believe they marked sacred sites, serving as protectors or even deities. Beyond the heads, the Olmec left behind incredible evidence of their influence. They were among the first Mesoamerican cultures to develop a writing system, possibly the earliest in the region. They also appear to have invented the famous long count calendar, the same one the Maya would later refine. Even the concept of zero, a revolutionary idea in mathematics, may have originated with the Olmec. Their influence shaped the civilizations that followed, earning them the title of Mesoamerica's mother culture. But then, suddenly, they vanished. Around 400 BCE, the great Olmec cities were abandoned. Their monuments were defaced, their settlements left to decay. What could have caused such a collapse? Some believe environmental disasters played a role, shifting rivers, droughts, or floods that made their lands uninhabitable. Others point to internal conflict, suggesting power struggles among the ruling elite led to their downfall. There's even evidence of deliberate destruction, as if enemies, or perhaps the Olmec themselves, sought to erase their own past. Then there are the more controversial theories. Some speculate that outside invaders, possibly from the Mexican highlands, overthrew the Olmec elite and dismantled their society. Others go even further, tying the Olmec to legends of lost civilizations like Atlantis. They argue that the Olmec's sudden disappearance mirrors the supposed fate of Atlantis, an advanced society wiped out by catastrophe. Still, these ideas remain highly speculative, lacking concrete evidence. And then, of course, there's the extraterrestrial theory. Some claim that the Olmec heads, with their strikingly detailed faces and seemingly impossible construction, could be proof of alien contact. Could they have been inspired by beings from beyond Earth? Did the Olmec receive knowledge from an unknown source? While mainstream archaeologists dismiss such ideas, the sheer mystery surrounding the Olmec keeps the theories alive. Despite all we've uncovered, so much about the Olmec remains unknown. They were innovators, artists, and engineers whose legacy shaped the great civilizations that followed. Yet their story is still incomplete, filled with unanswered questions and lost knowledge. Were they truly the first great civilization of Mesoamerica, or were they influenced by an even older, undiscovered culture? With every new discovery, we get closer to the truth. But for now, the Olmec remain one of history's greatest enigmas, their colossal stone faces staring through time, daring us to uncover their secrets. Furthermore, in the Guatemalan jungle, swallowed by centuries of creeping vines and towering ceiba trees, lies a city that once stood as the epicenter of an ancient empire. Tikal, one of the most powerful cities of the pre-Columbian Maya civilization, was a place of towering pyramids, fierce rivalries, and untold secrets. For centuries it remained hidden, its grandeur lost beneath the jungle canopy, its past a whisper in the wind. But when it was finally rediscovered, the world was confronted with a civilization far more advanced, more mysterious, and more formidable than anyone had imagined. But as with all great civilizations, Tikal's golden age came to an end. Around 900 AD, the city fell silent. Once bustling plazas became overgrown with moss, temples crumbled, and the jungle reclaimed what had been built with such ambition. What caused its collapse? Scholars debate the reasons: prolonged warfare, environmental collapse, or internal strife. Some believe droughts and deforestation played a role, while others argue that shifting trade routes led to its downfall. Whatever the cause, the once mighty city-state was abandoned, leaving behind only echoes of its past. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.